When someone mentions 2D platformer games, the ones that usually pop into my head are games like Celeste, Cuphead, and of course Hollow Knight. All these games share something in common, at least to me they do. They're all hard, like really fucking hard. Playing Celeste is just pain, Cuphead makes me lose my mind, and at times, Hollow Knight makes me want to smash my controller into a million pieces. Even games like Spelunky and Getting Over It are famous for their difficulty, but this is a major part of their appeal, if you will. The reason Getting Over It was so popular was because it was so hard, and people saw their favorite Let's Players play it and were like, wow, Markiplier sucks, I can do better than him. There was a quote by Shroud, and it goes like this: I'm not having fun, but I want to play again. I feel like there is no more fitting games than platformers that completely describe this quote. However, the Ori franchise is not like this in any way, and I feel like this is a great breath of fresh air. Never once in my playthrough of both games did I rage quit because I know any mistake I made was my own fault. Now obviously I know this is true for all the games I mentioned previously, especially Hollow Knight, but in Ori, there is no, as I like to call them, spelunky moments, meaning just random one-hit KOs that just make you want to XQC your desk. After every death in Ori, I know it was because I did something stupid, like I messed up the platforming or I misread an attack pattern. Another thing that I think Ori does better than all of the games in this genre are definitely the boss fights. Hollow Knight for sure has Ori beaten boss fight immersion, but the atmosphere in Ori just can't be beat. The bosses usually have pretty simple attack patterns that sometimes require you to do some super cool platforming. Now this is where I think it takes a step way above the other games. Midway through a fight, the boss will either chase you or run away, and you have to go through a super awesome platforming phase that leads you to a new stage. There are only two bosses I can think of in this entire genre that are better than the Ori bosses, those being Pure Vessel and the Radiance fights in Hollow Knight. Actually, maybe even Troopmaster Grimm. Definitely not Broken Vessel though, because like he's stupid. Like honestly, can you fuck off? The story in Ori is a simple but tragic one. Now I'm not going to go too much into detail on it because that'll obviously spoil it, but in Will of the Wisps, you show up to a corrupted world and are tasked to save it. It goes way deeper than this, and the way that Moon Studios are able to create such a beautiful story with no verbal dialogue, by the way, not a single word of English is spoken, is honestly magical in a way. Finally, you can't talk about these games without mentioning the art and audio design. I mean, of course. This is where Ori takes another step away from everyone else and really stands out of the crowd. The art in Ori is unparalleled to anything else. It's even better than real life at times. I mean, like, look at what is on your screen right now. There's not much I can talk about to this. I mean, it looks amazing. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, that's right. The stage-specific music. Now I know this is pretty standard for any video game really, but Ori's soundtrack is truly something special, and it should have won the Music Award as well as it did win the Best Visual Esteem Award, but you know. After I completed this game, I watched the credits and it kicked me back out to the main menus where I just sat for like 5 minutes enjoying the music. In conclusion, Ori, you know, it's a pretty good game. I mean, it motivated my lazy ass to make a video about it. It's free on Xbox Game Pass, and I think there's a sale on Steam right now, so you should go pick it up. You will not be disappointed. That's pretty much all I have to say about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I hope you enjoyed this rant of mine. Follow me on Twitter, and if you aren't already, Instagram, and you know, you should subscribe or something. I don't really care though. Like, go away.